Hello all. Let us learn about the federal form of government. So we were discussing about the unitary system of government. Now let us move on to the federal form of government. Here a federation is derived from the Latin word feudus, meaning treaty or agreement. So very important, treaty or agreement. The governmental powers are divided into central government, state or regional government. So in two levels the governmental powers are divided, one at the center and one at the state level, one at the national and one at the provincial level. So A.V. Dicey, he says that a federal state is nothing but a political contrivance intended to reconcile the national unity with the maintenance of states' rights. So they are trying to involve, or they are trying to include the state interest when they are making the federal state. So the interest of the states are taken into consideration in a federal state. So some of the features of federal state. One is division of power. The division of governmental powers between national government and constituent units. So what are the subjects which are coming under the national government or national interest? Defense, foreign affairs, currency and coinage, etc. So these are the main areas which are coming under the national subject or national interest. And what are the subjects which are coming under the regional interest? So that means the under the purview of the state government, what are the areas coming under that? That is public order, police, local government, etc. So these are the major things which are coming under the state government. Then comes written and rigid constitution. So for a federation, the written constitution is inevitable because all the laws and the rules and regulations related to the functions and role of the state and center should be written in form. All laws are framed under the purview of the constitution. It should be rigid and can be amended only through special procedure. So that is a feature of rigid constitution. Whenever you want to amend the constitution, you have to go through certain special procedures, and those procedures are really difficult to achieve. Then another important feature is the federal court. So federal court is very important because it is considered as the guardian of the constitution, and it settles disputes between central and state government. So there are chances like conflict of interest will come between the central and the state. So the federal court will act as a guardian for settling the disputes. And there is dual citizenship in a federal system and bicameral legislature in a federal system. Then what are the advantages of federal system? It is suitable for big states. So for big states it is suitable and meets the regional needs. It meets the regional needs. It actually realizes the need of the states and they work accordingly because the state can take its own decisions. It reduces the work burden of the central because in a unitary system the central government is administering the entire nation and all the states also. So the workload is high for the central, but in a federal setup the workload is very less for the center and no despotism of the center. So in a unitary state there are chances for despotism, central despotism, but here there are no chances because state government is also functioning in a federal system. Then some of the disadvantages of this system. Lack of uniformity because two administration will come into picture. One is the central and one is the state. So uniformity will not be there. There are chances. Then conflict of interest because both the central and the state will be following different interests, and there are chances like difference of opinion and conflict of interest. And it is very expensive because in the unitary system it was the central government which takes care of the administration and it was less expensive. But here two administration will happen, so it becomes expensive. And rigid constitution blocks progress because it is not adaptable to changes, because it is less adaptable to the amendments or the changes or the updations. It can curtail the progress. It can block the progress in a society. So these are some of the important areas of federal system of government. So the one of the best example for federal system of government is the United States of America, where you can find dual citizenship and you can find central government and a state government.